Oh, oh, oh shit. Last time it was two of us. Now it's three.
Three, three, three. We in the house. Like Journal in the house.
It is the Black Journal. What the fuck? And guess what? Guess who we got back? The Black Journal himself. Damien. Whoa. Welcome back, my brother, for the new year. First and foremost.
We knocking them out 2021.
Because we have to do an episode without him, unfortunately. But he's back for number 6. So,
back.
Obviously, even though I just introduced the nigga, we're going to obviously introduce ourselves because guess what? Not only that we're 3, we're also 1 as 3. So, you know I'm talking about. I'm going first, of course, like usual. The bald-headed warrior, Mandingo himself, Mr. Malcolm X. How you doing? Nice to meet y'all. Go ahead, take it away to my...
Oh, welcome back. As you said, we are 3 now. Yes, we were 2 last week. Now it's 3. It is Nation Domination once again, man. Trey Hub, we in here again. Welcome back. How y'all doing? Time to blow your minds again. Hope y'all thought about what I said. And now, last but certainly not least, my brother from another mother, like my brother Malcolm X said, we're going to let the man, Mr. Black Journal himself, take it away, man.
Yo. Sorry for my absence, y'all. I'm back now. Man, it's been real. 2020 ended with a blast. Trump got it cracking with the Capitol riots. My dog just got impeached. So we need to talk about it. Did y'all was that spoken about on the last week?
Oh yeah, we definitely, you know.
Oh well, it's official. He officially impeached for the second time now. So,
oh shit.
First man in history, I might add. First president in history.
Man.
To be impeached.
So what you
we definitely
to be impeached twice. Not one time, 2 times.
What do you feel like that's gonna mean for like the nation moving forward, nation domination?
Oh yeah, we definitely
Honestly, it's about to be some here.
Are you hearing feedback or is it just me?
I'm getting a little bit.
No, that's me. That's me, y'all. I'm just I forgot the promotional thing about us a little bit. So yeah, go ahead. I hear y'all. I hear it. I'm still.
I think I asked you what you think it mean for the nation now, like, you know, first president to be impeached twice. What do it mean for us black folk?
Honestly, absolutely nothing. Let's just be real.
To do with it.
Absolutely nothing. Because we didn't do it. They voted him out because of what he did to America. It had nothing to do with the little black and brown people. To be honest, they probably applauded his ass for what he did to us in secret. We just not, who was to say? But just me being devil's advocate. If you want to say what is it for 2021 for black people, I have no idea. But Damien, you said something in one of the other podcasts about something just like this. Now is the time for us as a black people to have those demands and have that leader to take those demands to President Biden and tell him this is what we want.
Facts.
Now, right now is truthfully that time. Trump is gone. Biden, this is your United States now. So now the question is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I think also too, like, it's a history of motherfuckers, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party. Soon as when it's politics, it's the season for them to get the vote. You know, they black this, black that, black this, black Biden. You not black if you don't vote for me. Now that we got you in there, what is you gonna do for us? You know what I mean? And
yeah, kind of have like kind of how like, well, it's kind of not. I don't know how good of an example this would be, but kind of how like JFK was doing before he passed.
Well, elaborate if you would.
If people really understood what happened to JFK, do you not understand how many laws? I don't remember all the laws, quite frankly, but in all the time that I've known about JFK and researched JFK, most of the laws that he was that he was going to pass were going to help black people, literally help us become one step closer to being as equal as he could make it for us. So I'm just gonna ask y'all a question, just hypothetically. Hypothetically speaking, we get a white president who starts doing for black people. What do you think is going to happen to him hypothetically?
When you say doing for black people, what you mean? Because in my opinion, I feel
Well,
like we should do for self.
let's let's put it like this then. Hypothetically, if Biden was to actually pass and make and have these laws be enforced as far as helping people of color and also, training the police force and certain things and finding those nicks and knocking them out, really helping the progression of black people, what do you think would happen to him?
You know,
Hypothetically speaking,
I think white America would condemn him.
or
You know,
or
you.
or
I mean, you could say that, but I mean, I don't know because we in a different
it, it,
time.
would- it, would- it
You feel me?
wouldn't be, but it wouldn't be shown as, come on now. We've seen them stage and clean up things so beautifully that if the outside looking in, you wouldn't know you would just think it was an accident. It's a lot of murders that are truthfully not solved because no one knows where the evidence is. And for you not to be able to, and I'm talking about historical figures. So if we're going in that notion, I'm not saying they're gonna knock him off. I'm not saying that. To condemn, you might be right. That might be the best they will do, but we've seen them do worse.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know, like they don't know what we're capable of. We know exactly what they're capable of.
Yeah, but
We
I don't think
know.
that energy is going towards. They not misplacing that energy for each other. You know, I think that energy right there is reserved strictly for black people in America. Whenever we try to get out of this position, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That's why we need this black political party because when we get organized and we go to these Democrats and we go to these Republicans and we say this is what we want, when they don't give it to us, we need to already have that revolutionary option on the other side. Like, all right, we tried the political system, it wasn't working for us, but
Right.
at the same time, there's so many benefits to us coming together. You know, if the Democrats and the Republicans don't get enough votes and we come in and give them the votes that they need, we get to demand something quid pro quo. Like, yo, this is what we want. That's how politics work. Like, you feel
yeah.
me? But then if they renege on that, boom, all right, revolution. We say revolution. Like, because we have a history of y'all knocking off our leaders, of our leaders being assassinated, of us not redlining, just the system not working. So, you know, it's the time, like you said, bro. Like this is the time that we need to be like closing ranks, like with the
Yeah.
All Black Party, the NFA, Nation of Islam, all these groups out here. We need to figure out how we can be one, but still be who it is that whatever
Still be one.
organization we represent.
Yeah. And that
Because at this point, um, we're starting to realize, and I don't think it was too late that we realized this, that we became, America's scapegoat in everything, so to speak. Like our culture is taken from something that we built up from the ground up, then you try to kill us, but still hold our culture like we wasn't gonna have a problem with that. Sorry, it's just not gonna go down like that, especially the type of people that we are. Us three, we don't allow that. We are in literally three corners of the world right now. No matter where the fuck we from, we're in three corners of the world. You know what I'm saying? We're in the major markets as far as in America, whether we're in California, whether in New York, whether in Florida,
And
all that.
adding on to what you're saying, that's what make us the most dangerous
Yes,
group
sir.
of
Reparations,
Africans
my
in
boy.
the world. That's
Yes,
what
sir.
makes us the most dangerous group of Africans because we the only group of people with 50 million of
Shout out
us.
to LJSG Gaming with the comment. I feel you on that one, brother.
I didn't
I
even
feel you
where
on
the
that.
comments. Let me go. Okay, yep, I see it right
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
you see the
reparations
comment.
all
Yep,
day.
yep, yep.
Yep, reparations all day. Like facts.
Facts.
We need it.
Hella facts.
We the
Yeah.
only 50 million Americans, African Americans, be that could finance our revolution. We could finance our freedom. You feel me? We're the richest group of Africans by terms of spending power. So that spending power, we was able to turn that back around into the community.
Yep.
It's a wrap. You feel me?
Yep.
We could lobby.
And to kind of piggyback on both of y'all, the one thing that makes us the most dangerous in the world is our unpredictability. You can never predict what we're going to do. You can't. They think they know that we're violent, but if you really want to be honest, we're only violent when we're backed into a corner.
That's it. Or some bullshit happens to us that we feel disrespected about. It's not like we just randomly come out of nowhere and
For
disrespect.
all black people, and everybody knows this, it's only two things that piss you off more than anything in the world: being disrespected.
Facts.
And I don't know about nobody else, but people just in your space, just in your aura, just and you can feel like with sometimes you can feel it, and it's bad when you know it's coming. Like honestly, there are white people in the world that's not like that. It's a lady at my job, like literally, she teaches Spanish, probably one of the coolest white ladies I ever met in my life. Don't ever speak to nobody in bad term. She worked with nothing but black people. She's the only white person other than the librarian at our job.
Yeah. Which is kind of weird how most high schools
I'm sorry, and one of the top.
Got white librarians.
They're the only
niggas was the white librarian.
So you telling me you are working with nothing but black people and Mexicans, and you come to work every day with a smile on your face and you love it? Oh no, we got an English teacher that's white. I'm sorry. So it's 4. 5, cafeteria lady. One of the
sorry,
I have to remember. Look, I don't talk to everybody at my job, but I do see people.
What's that? I mean, shit's understandable.
But it's like they work with us, and like you feel their aura. They're there. They love the kids. They love the work, and they're working with 95% black. Maybe 5. Maybe you got no. I'll take that back. Maybe 85% black. Maybe 10% Latino. I mean Mexican, Latino, and then you have the white kids that come.
I think by like 2050, whites are gonna be like what we deem as white people. I call them Europeans because they're European descent. You feel me? They're gonna be a minority. So then, like Biden has said it in one of his speeches recently with so-called black leaders. You feel me? He was like, by 2050, you're gonna have to deal with other people, Mexicans. And I was looking like,
hold on,
why are you saying it like that?
Biden, Biden now that
I don't know, man. Like it's
Biden,
like he always gonna have a look, bro. America always has a scapegoat. You feel me? He's the next one. You feel me?
And if it's not going to be us, it's going to be them.
That's all it really is. And then this nigga Biden it just made LA schools mandatory for y'all to take the COVID-19 vaccine, or you can't go to school. So we already know how this shit gonna go out. So
guess what
we talking about here?
Mommy calls you young girl. But
like
podcast. What's up, little man?
What's up, little man? Little nephew, Tristan and shit. Shout out to little homie, little black journal at himself. You dig what I'm saying? Honorary member. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
My boy.
Even though even though Nation be wanting to beat two pisses out of him.
No comment. No comment.
You feel me? You feel me? That's how it is. It's all about, but this is how it's supposed to be in real life. Like, this is how everybody, like, this is an example of the camaraderie that we're supposed to have if we're from two different aspects of a world that, you know what I'm saying, or three in this case, that we don't even know each other, but I didn't have to meet Mug Trey at school when I first met him. I didn't have to meet mug this nigga. This nigga was always a dancing nigga. So it was nothing for me to meet mug this nigga about. Like, or you can ask, it's like, damn, you dance a lot. What the fuck you dance about? How you dance like that all the time? And we met on some cool shit through a black female. Hey, that's the whole thing that we're trying to speak. You know what I'm talking about? We don't need to tell that story, but you know exactly where we're coming from when we do shit like this. It's the camaraderie, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and always mean mug some goddamn body and make it seem like that we just always the dangerous motherfucker. And white people, stop clutching the white women. Stop clutching your goddamn purse when you see a nigga. Stop it. If I want to take your purse, goddamn it, Sarah, I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? Karen, I'm taking your purse. Like, I'm overpowering you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's just this ain't up for debate. Hey, shout out to Coles, EFC2. Anyway, it's come on now. Let's just be real about ourselves right now. Like, we know, like, at this point, it's 2021. Either we're gonna shoot your ass or we're gonna be friends with you. And ain't no in between no more. It ain't no.
It's never been an in between, bro. And that's the problem. We've never had a problem. We've always just wanted to be us and be just chill and do our own thing. But it seemed like the moment we start that, y'all feel like we doing too much, and then you have to do something like knock somebody out that we truly love, respect, and we and we watch this person, and this person shows us another route and another way, and then we try to practice that way, and then you kill him.
R.P. King Von.
And then we get another one. Every time we get one, y'all knock him off. And then you get
R.P. Nipsey Hussle, nigga.
And then you get mad when we riot. And then you get mad when we tear shit up. But we don't do any of that if you don't fuck with us.
That's all. That's what people don't.
The cop killings, we stay to ourselves. Trayvon was walking home from school, walking home from the store, trying to get to the house. Got him something to drink and cut through the neighborhood because he knew it was quicker than walking the dangerous route, the long route. And he gets followed and blitzed by a man way older than him. He hit him with a couple jabs and uppercuts because, you know, we were trained that as kids, you better hit back when somebody hits you.
Facts.
And he gets shot for it.
Man, he shot him because he was getting his ass whooped by a 17-year-old kid. That was going to be a bad look for him.
And then sometimes we don't even be fighting and y'all still shooting.
Fuck George Zimmerman, bitch ass nigga. Suck my dick.
But it's just a repeat. It's just a repeating thing. It started with Rodney King and it only upgraded since then. I said this last episode and I'm gonna say it again. It started with Rodney King. It was way more people than Rodney King. Emmett Till was one of them. It just wasn't caught on camera.
Exactly.
His picture was
everybody saw the pictures though.
Emmett Till, yeah, his picture was put in the paper to let everybody see exactly what had happened. But it still gave really no resolve because it continued to happen.
I think as well, like, we don't really understand how these people used to ride on us. I'm talking about after slavery, when mass incarceration, when they was like, all right, if you come out after 8 o'clock, we're sending you to prison.
Mm-hmm.
If you was caught in a town, you know the term sundown town.
Oh, I know
all the towns after slavery, they was locking you up for they was locking black men up for not having job permits. Like the what do they call them? they was having big
And that
old
was during the Reconstruction era.
Yep.
right. We're supposed to be reconstructing America, but we gonna reconstruct them all right.
But this without the niggas.
Right.
Like, what the
So what they pretty much was saying,
That's
Damien, was this. I'm sorry for interrupting y'all, but what they was
go
pretty
ahead.
much saying was this. Okay, so now we done gave them a little bit of freedom. We done took the chains off and gave them time to go play house.
Yeah.
Now we gotta still hold them over. So what we gonna do, y'all? I got it. Let's make them stay in the house after 8. Let's make him not be able to go to that late night job and work all night to make that money to get his family what they truthfully need. Let's not let him get up in his job and work his butt off from 8 to however long he got to work to make this money. Let's not let him work them 12-hour shifts that you know they used to work 15-hour shifts. All
You
of
know
these
what really grinds my gears? When I hear people of other races be like, black people are lazy.
nigga,
Like, do you realize that it motherfuckers was literally using state and political and police power to make sure niggas didn't work?
That's why we ended up becoming lazy, because we sure as hell built this. Like, we literally, like, hey, shout out to my Hispanics, but we were y'all before y'all were y'all in our own country. Like, we built this motherfucker, like, for real. Like, it wasn't built, like, it was built by the architectural skills and engineering skills of black people. Why do you think when you go to Egypt, you see those pyramids? That was some amazing shit, because you niggas couldn't figure it out. We got disconnected from that because we're the only ones that we can just like even decipher those type of hieroglyphics and how the fuck they even was able to build those pyramids without the technology that we have today. So that means,
Like, when Europeans went over to Africa, they wasn't going over there taking the weakest or the fattest. They was taking the architects, the engineers.
they was taking the real niggas, man.
They was taking everybody. Feel me? Which is why
it's
look at this nation.
it's a divide and conquer thing, bro. If I take your smartest, your fastest, your most wittiest, I take your wealth. You take the architects. You take everybody that means something. And then what do we have? And as far as the lazy comment, how are we lazy when 400 years plus we've been building this motherfucker on our back, blood, sweat, tears, dead people, dead ancestors, family members getting pulled over for no reason because of the color of their skin, people getting shot because of the color of their skin, people getting knees put on their necks for ample amount of time for this time. Like you can't put a price on that. Like they say, walk in my shoes for a little bit. Please come walk in our shoes and see exactly how we feel.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't want to do that because you would be
no.
Nah, there was a study that Jane Elliott, I think, she was in a college class full of white people and black people, and she was like, raise your hand. She was like, first what she said was, y'all know what these black people be going through. Mass incarceration, cops be shooting them. She was like, raise your hand if you want to be a black person for a day. None of them white people raised their hand.
None of them raised their hand.
So
They
then
knew
her
what's
thing
up.
was, y'all are all complicit in what's going on to these people, whilst at the same time trying to demonize them. You feel me? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks because people be saying,
She
like,
made one of those girls leave and cry.
that was funny.
The funniest shit ever. Because, like, why are you crying? Why are you acting like that? Like, you shouldn't be upset. You should be mad. Why are you acting like this? You're not like this.
So you're mad that they
Well, you let your bitch ass up, white girl. Shut up. You know what's up.
Wow, 24 hours. You
Right,
can't walk in my shoes for 24 hours.
24 hours for a day? You can't be black for a day. You can't be black for a day. And this is the conversation we should be having every year.
Hey, look, I'm gonna share my
fuck?
I'm gonna share my screen real quick. We gotta watch that.
Go ahead, share
We gotta watch that,
bro. Go.
Yeah,
Do it. Now.
Hold on.
Tell me if look, tell me if y'all see.
Go ahead.
What's up?
Yeah, since I'm about to put it up right now. I'm gonna remove your screen. I'm gonna make sure I share your screen. Your audio will still be on though.
Okay.
Or actually, no, yeah, not. Actually, you're good like this. You're good like this. Shit, can you hear? Can it be heard?
No, it's not her. Watch.
Mm.
She look mad though.
Yo, hold on, real quick. Hey, pause it real quick.
See, making sure it sound.
Pause it real quick, and then hold on. Now play it again. For some reason, I can't hear it though.
I can't either.
So I can't hear it. Hold on. Is that it? Hold on, let me see. Because there's something on there that you're supposed to like make it be heard for.
Something like
It's
stressed
something
down or something like that, bro.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to share your audio. I think that's what it was.
Okay, look.
Right.
Let me come back to you then.
Yeah.
Come back to you.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. Like I don't know if it was like you supposed to have like the share audio thing on there. I think that's what it was. Feel me? Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Like that shit. Y'all better, man. Look, fool. And we don't want to be the ones that will call ourselves woke. It's not even about being woke. It's about having common sense, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that. We ain't sitting here being like we're the super.
Why do people fear? Why do people make that word seem like it's just a bad thing?
And it's not a bad thing, but I don't know where it came from. Where it's like you can't be woke or whatever, because it's a misconception about being woke that you means that you're tapped in and that you're for whatever. But some woke people, hold on, let me finish. Some woke people sometimes can be the agents that we don't need in our life. So I can see where motherfuckers come from. Like, yeah, we're all the Neos at. We don't need no Agent Smith and and all them niggas. Like, we don't need them niggas. Them niggas
I just got one thing to say after that, Malcolm.
Type of shit. You feel me?
I just got like one comment, and then we can go to something else if y'all want to. But my thing with that is this: the woke thing to me, bro. I really don't care for it. I don't care. I don't care to say that I'm woke because I know for a fact there's still a lot in this world that I have to learn.
You're right.
And no matter how much people say that, yeah, I've opened my third eye, I've done this, I've done that. To be honest, everybody's third eye is natural. It's not all the way open, but your third eye is always cracked. You always feel different things. You just don't understand how to interpret them. And people don't understand them, so sometimes they fear them. And when they fear them, they start to go away. I don't fear it. I don't understand it yet. And I'm going to be 100% with you, but I don't fear it. So everything that I learned, I take it as a stepping stool to me opening it fully. But to be honest, if your third eye is open right now fully, I pray for you because I know you are going through things right now that your body can't explain.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to be at peace with myself before I open that eye because I don't want to open that eye and chaos floods. That's exactly what I don't want. People just want you to open it without letting you understand the consequences of opening it. And if your mind, body, and soul is not in one, you're going to fuck yourself up. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm going to make sure everybody in my house, mind, body, and soul is at one before we start that journey. Because if you don't, then somebody in your house or somebody, even yourself, can open yourself up to bad vibes and bad entities that you don't want in your life. And I really don't want that.
Facts.
I try to remain positive for that reason. I might get angry sometimes, but I make sure that it's always a positive thought in my mind because you cannot allow yourself to try to open that eye. And once you open it, all that being angry, you can't do. You can get angry and hash it out, but all that holding on to anger it's not gonna help you. It's gonna either close that mud or it's gonna bring some bad shit that you don't want in your life.
Exactly.
So, for all the woke people, I congratulate you. I'm glad your eye is open, but I'm hoping you taking care of yourself. Because if not, God have mercy on your soul. Because it's not gonna be pretty when all them demons that you've been holding in come out. And that manifestation shit is not something to play with. That's all I really just want to say. I just want to be honest with you because that shit right there is something that can physically and mentally tear you apart.
Mm-hmm.
And once that's it, you might well go and do because you're gonna be either having a bunch of seizures or you probably gonna go to sleep and never wake up. And I don't want that for anybody in the world. But I'm just trying to warn you of your consequences before you start trying to wake people up and not telling them to get their shit in order before they wake themselves up.
Yeah.
It's like in Neo, or I'm sorry, it's like in the Matrix when people would sleep that was so attached to, the Matrix that waking them up at the wrong time was like it was too attached. You had to get them at an age where they was ready mentally, where they was already like when you watched the Matrix, homie was already like searching. So
Speak
when
truth,
they came
bro.
with the red pill and the green or the blue pill, it was like he had a choice and he was ready to take that step. You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's also
Cause he
like
was hesitant at first. He was about to choose the what was it called? The what was it? The blue pill at first. Then he ended up going in and taking the red pill. Like, oh shit, like nigga, I don't want to go back to what the fuck I was just saying, nigga. Cause
But what
I
if
did
the
that.
red pill was really just like the Matrix truthfully told us this a long time ago, and niggas just thought it was a movie.
Nah,
But
that's just some real shit. That's an actual real
the
type of
Matrix, to be
experience.
honest, bro, can blow your mind if you really understand. But like me watching it so many times as a kid and just liking it as a movie, bro. But now me as an adult and a person that is searching for ways to wake myself up, but I'm also making sure I can take care of myself before I do that process. The Matrix shows you, bro, what this world is. This world has us attached to all of the things that it gives us. Social media, cell phones. I'm gonna even say it: marijuana, beer, alcohol, pills, rap music, R&B music, and I'm sorry they even said God forgive me, even gospel music, because let's be
Mm-hmm.
100%. It's in the entertainment business. It makes them money, and that's exactly what they want us to do. They want us to focus on these things that they put in front of us, so that people won't go out and research the freaking truth of the matter. Like, and that's the crazy part.
And they put all that shit in video games. That's the sad thing about it.
Video games.
Algorithm, all that shit.
Not even video games.
Movie
You can even go as far as commercials, TV shows, movies.
oh, everything. It's in front of us. Motherfucker, we're that dumb that it's in front of us. Like that's how bold that shit has gotten over the years. Like
I feel like they have a vested interest in keeping us distracted. That's why they make so much movies and target us with so much commercials. Because our group of people here, we the second largest ethnic group. So if we wasn't distracted, what would we be doing? We would be focused,
exactly, we'll be conquering a lot of shit coming together.
right?
Hey y'all, I kind of want to change the subject, and I kind of want to get y'all opinion on this. I was at work this morning while we were doing car duty. When the kids get there in the morning, we make sure they get up the car safely and get into the school. So one of the teachers said, I can't remember exactly where in Texas it is, but in Texas somewhere there were white supremacists saying that there will be snatching black and brown kids while walking to school in the mornings because of what's going on in the world. And the parents of the black children are rallying, like they're like, we're not allowing it to happen. If we gotta all, you know what I'm saying, be a little late to work to take our kids to school, then that's what we're gonna do. Or if we gotta pull them out all together, like, and he asked me a question. He's the history teacher. His name is Henderson. His name is we call him Mr. Henderson. He was like, so what do y'all think we should do about that? He was like, I think we should have a plan for that, just in case that trickles down to this side of town. He was like, I want to issue out a plan for all, because we're, like I told y'all, our staff is 85% black. From the principal, all three principals are black, I might add. So he was like, maybe we should issue out a plan for protection and just have, like he said, not everybody on campus, but we have a team of maybe like 10 or more that can be trained and have their gun license and be able to carry that gun in school in case of those lockdown moments where things like that might happen. Because as you can see right now in the world, it's not safe for our kids to even walk to school.
True.
And the principal took to it. They're just kind of trying to see how they're gonna do it. I don't know exactly when it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. They said they liked it, but you know how that goes. There are always security issues and safety issues, and how we're gonna keep this away from So it's just something to think about. Like he also asked me, he was like, "Is this going to help rally our people?" And to be honest, for a moment, that's what it's looking like because it's only going to get worse from here. If they're doing that here in Texas already, you know for a fact it's gonna spread. If they just did that crap, if they just did that shit in Washington, bro, and nobody got, well, I'm sorry, it was a couple of people that died, but like it was, like we said last week, Malcolm, let that would have been one of us. Let that would have been like 13 of us just coming to the Capitol.
Oh yeah, of course.
We would have got knocked off, even if we would have had guns. The moment they seen us,
The Fruit of Islam would have came up in there, and if all those groups that we claim to, uphold the black community, we would have definitely got slaughtered by the millions.
It would have
I
been
disagree. Like I don't feel. You see, like I was saying this to someone a couple of days ago. Like, the implications of like firing and shooting. Like people were saying, what happened at the Capitol was staged. I'm like, nah, that's not staged in my opinion. Like, because those Europeans, you feel me? They wasn't just all American. They from everywhere. They from Europe, Spain, Britain, Portugal. You feel me? So France, you feel me? What happens if American police officers start firing at other nationals and American nationals? That wouldn't look good politically. You know what I mean? It would be bad. So the Capitol wasn't taken. Like, if you look, there's a military base right there. Like, they could really went and put that out real quick, just like how they had all those troops up there for Black Lives Matter. The difference was, though, Black Lives Matter, we was actually rioting and burning cities down, like, and acting foolish over a black man dying. I'm not saying, like, the riot and everything. I'm saying the riot was foolish in the sense that we burning our cities, burning our stuff down. We hurting ourselves. You feel me? Like,
yeah, for real though.
Like when reality, all we got to do is just separate. Like if we separate from these people, it's gonna get cracking.
Yeah, exactly.
Really be cracking. Because we gonna build Wakanda. We gonna build something. We gonna have something of our own, and that's what they don't want. Like, so I feel like they're using these random acts of fear to keep us in line. Nation was talking about Texas. Juneteenth is symbolic in Texas because after the slave was free, slavery still went on for a whole year in Texas.
It still did.
You feel me? It just still went on in Texas. In regards to that going on over there, bro, with the kids and everything, I feel like, like that will rally them black folks. Like when it comes to the kids, that's gonna rally the people. Like, we gotta protect these babies, you feel me? But you gotta realize, like, we're dealing with some violent people. We're dealing with some people that will shoot first and then ask questions later, but then not shoot their own people, not stop their own people. So I look at it like, we gotta get like that. We not like that. We not there. We won't even come together yet, and that's what we gotta work on. Like, it's coming together. We got all these groups and the platforms, but we just like it's something in black people. Maybe it's programmed in us, but we just got to come together. What's up, Nation?
I just got a question about that. And Malcolm, I think we talked about this on the last one too.
Yeah.
I read a little bit into the master plan, bro. And one of the things he said in there was exactly the first thing we need to do to come together is find a voice or a leader of the black people.
And not just of a single black community group like the Nation of Islam, like you got Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Shit like that.
I feel like
where's the central leader?
But I feel like with that though, like the best thing, since we don't have that, the best thing would have been like me and you talked about one day, Damien, our black political party, but they just went silent on us after the election. So my thing was, right now, once again, like we just touched on about 30 minutes ago, this would have been a time where P. Diddy and Ice Cube and them could have got together and went to Biden and said, look, This is what we want. And if Biden didn't want to give it to us, go to the Democrats and the Republicans and be like, look, this is what we need. This is what we need for y'all. We can go to the Senate, we can go to the
And
House,
that's why I
wherever you
feel
can go.
like all that they was doing was backwards. Like you don't go from the top down, ever go from the top down. You don't build bureaucracy just grassroots. You got to start like it's like at your school, nation. If they wanted to implement a new study or like a new book, and it was a vulgar book, they had some things in there that was questionable. They couldn't
Yeah.
just go from the principal or the district and then say we're putting that in there. They would have to ask the parents because the parents found out their kids were learning something vulgar stuff or something, and they would rock.
I got
They
you.
crazy.
I got you. I understand what you're saying. And it would actually go like this. It would go to the school board. If you want to go to the higher up, really, it would actually go to the school board because the school board is the voice for the parents. So the parents would get it from it would go to the school board and the school board would hold a meeting. The school board would talk to the parents and the many people in the school district that actually joins PTA and say, look, this book wants to be implemented into all studies for such and such school at such and such place. Or in our case, at Duncanville High School, such and such. So, but it has some vulgar things in it that might not be good for the kids. We have the book here. They'll show the pages, this and that, and they would vote on how that would go. And 9 times out of 10, if it has vulgar stuff in it for high school, then maybe they might accept it.
Right.
But if it's middle school on down, that shit's not going through. I can tell you that right now. Any vulgar anything, you cannot give these younger kids like the babies as they call them from intermediate to elementary, and especially like our teens growing up because they already hot and ready, right? So they try not to give them different things like that to look at, unless you're talking about life class, which is like sex ed and all that stuff boiled in one. So other than that, you don't get that, or science, which tells you about it, but you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna no, it's not gonna go. But if it's like, hey, we want to implement this lesson from this year, from last year, 2020, about Trump and such, and put this in the books, then that right there will probably be voted on still by the school board. But it has to pass from the school board for it to even get to the superintendent.
Right. And
Because the school board funds.
even with that, like the school system, they have that type of structure. You feel me? Like I think that's what really what the master plan and Chancellor Williams was pointing to in that chapter. Like we need a structure in place. Like when you look at the most prominent black organization in America, it's the UNIA because they had that structure in place. Like and we just need to take from every little group, Nation of Islam, all these groups, the NFAC, like the Fruit of Islam, like all of that. We need to mold into a supranational organization for Black people that benefits Black people.
DTH.
And then we need to get political with it, but then at the same time be ready, because like right now they're not saying nothing to us about anything. So it's like we need to be ready to have that revolution. Like
I'm
on
gonna,
back burner,
I'm gonna
like,
tell you why the revolution is not gonna happen right now. Right now, D.
Oh yeah, no, that's something that's fine. Though you got to work on that. You feel me?
It's being worked on, bro. But it's hard to be worked on when you know we get blinded quickly by things that distract us. And what do they do? What did they just do for everybody? But mainly for Black people who truthfully needed it. They just gave some money out. What did you see more last week on any social media than you did about anything Black Lives Matter or anything black anything? Stimulus checks. After we got a stimulus check, you ain't heard a Black person say nothing about Black Lives Matter. And I bullshit you not. Well, everybody was more and I'm not saying that was like the key thing to make us not worry about what we're worried about, but it was something that blinded us from what we were working on. Black Lives Matter was everywhere. Even when they gave us the first stimulus check, it was still everywhere. They gave us this second one, and then some things happened where people didn't get theirs, and I was in that batch, so it's cool. But it blinded everybody from the point we were trying to make. And guess what they did when they sent that shit out? Well, this will shut their ass up for a couple of weeks. And they even talking about giving us another one. So what do you think they're trying to do? Yes, they're helping us, but at the same time, what is the true message behind these stimulus checks? Hush money.
I disagree. Like, you know, Andrew Yang was running for office, and it was crazy because his whole premise of him running on was a universal basic income. And if they would have implemented that, if he would have won the presidency, they would have automatically implemented that, you know, $2,000 every month. I just look at it like, you know, as the richest country in the world, you need to be doing better for your citizens. Like, you know, that's just facts. Like,
not even the richest country in the world, nigga. That's China, dog.
That's a fact.
We're like we're like top 10. Like we're like top 10.
We're like number 4 or number 3 or something.
I don't even think we're China, our economy is fucking.
You gotta understand something, Damien. China
got 1 billion people though.
But
exactly,
you're right.
We offshore our fucking accounts and we build everything through them niggas. That's why.
Yes, but at the same time, China is like if you like, I've never been to China, but
low wages.
But Jarvis sent like maybe 6 or 7 kids to China, bro, and they came back and told us their experience, bro. China is like, you know how we see the movies of like the future and all the different stuff like that. China is pretty much in that direction, bro. Their technology is amazing. Everything they do, like how we just not getting touchscreen computers, and they got. You can go to a doggone sushi shop over there or a ramen shop, bro, and customize your order on the bar because it's virtual.
Yep.
They're more into the future than we are. They're decades past us, bro. They've been having virtual shit. All these iPhones we getting now, they've been having. All of our technology comes from them, and they're giving us, to be honest, they're hand-me-downs.
See, I don't look at like consumer good technologies as like advanced. Like they're giving us the technology to like order stuff. You feel me? And like, we got a black woman that just designed a touch screen, almost like pad. It stands up and you could like get on it and order products. And like, so I'm looking at it like, yeah, they advanced, they got the tech, but they don't take care of their citizens. There's more poverty in China than America.
They don't.
You know what I mean? Right. Oregon, it's a black market for organ trading over there. Like, you know, you're the richest
in China.
Over there and get an organ over there.
Them niggas, it's just that's a communist. Like, that's still the People's Republic of China, bro. Like, that's why it's a communist state.
He said,
so we're supposed to be a republic, but apparently we're a democracy dealing with communist ideals with China. What you think we're gonna be? What you think we're gonna turn into slowly? Fucking communist. Like, America is about to turn into damn near communist motherfucking nation, and we're just sitting there, just like, yep.
Hey, what Av doing?
Yep. We're gonna be communists. Yep.
Very soon, bro. If you see how these elections are being swing, bro, it's only a matter of time before they change this democracy, because they're having to recount votes and all of this in different elections. And it's like people don't want to accept the loss that they got.
It's supposed to be a republic. It ain't supposed to be no goddamn democracy. Where the fuck did that even come from? That was a made up shit that came up in the 50s. We're supposed to be a republic. It says it in the Pledge of Allegiance.
And to the republic for which it stands.
For which it stands, nigga.
One nation.
Thank you.
Under God.
One nation under God. We don't even be doing nothing under God no more.
Hold on. If you break the
one nation.
If you break the Pledge of Allegiance down, they really are lying like a motherfucker.
That's the
They had
thing.
niggas enslaved. They was killing the Indians at that time.
To be honest, they were technically killing the same people because when the Africans came over here way before they discovered the Americas, they traded with the Indians and even slept with some of them, and that's an actual fact. You can look that up.
Right.
Mhm.
I watched the whole video on that.
I seen
It,
something today that
it was
said that
like it was like
Muslim.
three. It was like 302. It was like 302 B. It was like 302 BC, way before Christ. So if that's the plan, if that's the truth, then we've been here. Like you said a long time ago, Damien. We've been here for decades, for millenniums. If you really want to go farther than that, like we've been here forever. We didn't come over here and take none of the Indians' land. We came over here and accepted their land and traded with them and seen what they had on their land and took something and gave something and then went back to where we was. Some people decided to stay and
Mhm.
start families over here with the Indians, and that was cool. If you think about it, I think if everybody does like a DNA test, I bet you probably 96% of us have Indian blood. At
Facts,
least
bro. Like, look, the way we look at, like, if you look at Africa with all the tribes, right? They're very distinct tribes. I feel like our type of African culture over here is what they would call Indian culture. We was
Mhm.
tribal, you feel me, until they came and Americanized us, and we're just this weird. And then if you look at the Dawes Roads, a white man could come over here from Europe, pay $5, and he could be called an Indian.
Oh
And to
God.
this day, you got Indians that's not looking Indian. They look European, getting European.
European Indians is no such thing. Sorry.
No.
Unless they
You ever
unless
meet a
they
white
inter-
person?
unless
You ever meet a white
unless
person? They
unless
be like, uh,
unless they let a white person in their family, which they forced their way
Or
into that shit.
or they raped one of the daughters.
Exactly.
Got
There's
her
always a
pregnant.
possibility with all that shit going on.
If they rape,
Now,
if they raped us to create mixed people, you gotta please understand. It's
yeah, no, that definitely happened. That's definitely a fact. That's my whole point. Like, and it's sad that we gotta put that all on white people, but damn, your ancestors was on some wild shit. Like,
y'all
okay,
ancestors,
right?
y'all ancestors, nasty, bro.
Ancestors or not, the Romans took over this bitch, and they're still here.
And they ain't left, and they trying to
And
take
they
over
ain't leaving
again.
nowhere. I was just talking to
it's
my
so
cousin about this,
it's
right?
so
It's
crazy that
like
you said that, bro. Because there's a
whatever
city.
happened to the Roman Empire? For real, for real.
Yo, there is a city out here in America called Rome, built on a hill. And Benito Mussolini, the Italian, because Rome is in Italy,
Right.
he sent a statue of Romulus and Remus over here to America. It's a city here built on a hill and a lake runs through it. It's called, I'm gonna pull that shit up and show it to you. Because I seen that and I was like, damn, that shit
Wild
deep.
shit.
I'm finna
Like
pull it
that.
up now. You
Trying
said
to
it's
tell
called
you, my nigga.
Rome?
Wait, I'm gonna share my screen when I pull it up.
I was looking for them other too.
You know what I'm saying? It's so funny that so
Hey,
whatever
bro,
happened to the they
it's gonna
came
be
to
crazy
America, my
because it's
nigga.
in
They
Georgia.
came to America and they spread it out.
It's in Georgia.
Like the Roman
It's in
Empire
Georgia.
never really
It's in Georgia.
like they fell out of that's where it's at?
It's in Georgia. It's the largest city in the county seat in Florida County. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna stream.
Look, right
Yeah,
here,
Rome,
Rome,
Georgia.
Benito,
Rome, Georgia, bro. It's in Georgia. That's crazy.
and
See what I'm saying?
it sits on a hill, just like Rome did. Lakes run through it, just like Rome did. And where is it at right here?
What do you mean? What the fuck? Don't be playing with me, bro. I'm not even on my phone, bro. You playing with me,
Like something happened during the Roman Empire ended up in America somewhere.
Hey, look at this, yo. In the late 1920s, a United States company built a rayon plant in joint project with an Italian company. This project in the American city of Rome were honored by Italy in 1929 when Benito Mussolini sent a replica of Romulus and Remus, a nursing from a mother wolf, a symbol of the founding myth of the original Rome.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
Hey,
me?
y'all got like what people not understanding. Yes, we got Romans, but if people truthfully understood where we came, well, if our people truthfully understood where we came from, then they would know why they must not allow us to understand this. When I started putting two and two together, and I started watching more documentaries on Egypt and Africa, Egypt is first off in Africa, and people don't know that, which is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. If you look on a goddamn globe, it says Egypt on in Africa. So why don't you understand that? Two, Jesus. I keep saying this. Jesus was from Bethlehem. Where is Bethlehem located? Anybody? Do I need to pull it up and I'm gonna pull it up and share my screen because I just want people to understand where I'm coming from, bro. Like I really want people to understand where I'm coming from, bro. And I really don't.
And that's not the only city out here named after Rome, after an old city. You know, there's a city out here named Egypt. There's a city out here named Athens. There's a city
Mm-hmm.
that
Athens,
all
Georgia.
everything else over there is over here. And they
All
want
them
to
cities that all them cities damn near is in Georgia, except for like probably a couple of them that you just named. It's just some it's just some shit that you just don't even understand
It's
until you
so
look into it.
it's so much, bro. Like, and people don't understand this. But I'm not even gonna pull it up because there's no point. But my thing is Jerusalem, Bethlehem. My thing is like if people read, they will understand. Like even the Bible tells you. People always like, and I don't want to get into a religious thing, but like this irks me sometimes. People fight and argue over the fact that Jesus was black. In the Bible, it tells you the
It
man had
literally tells you
skin
in the Bible, no
like
matter what you say.
bronze, hair like wool, like sheep's wool. Bruh, y'all ain't never in y'all life. There's never in a Jamaican's tank top. There's no way that y'all have sheep. Bruh, we have different versions of hair on the screen, and you can see whose hair looks like wool. Look at this. Look at D. Malcolm's B. Like it's simple. You can stop it. I'm sick of having this discussion. We're not gonna have it no more. It's no
And
point.
then the biggest myth in American history is all black people look the same.
No, we don't.
Sorry.
No, we don't.
Is you white people sorry? Sorry.
Why am I having a hard time connecting to the episode?
Even Hispanics don't even look like each other, stupid.
Nope.
Shout out to my razas. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, güey? You feel? You know what I'm saying? Sorry. We do this for the black and the brown people and the gods among us. You feel me? That make it known that we have a mission to uphold. We are going to bring this bitch back to peace.
But
And you guys can just shut
all of
the
my
fuck up.
episodes not on here, baby.
And then the only history that we're gonna look at is the evil shit that we have to leave behind because it was gonna get worse if we didn't do nothing about it. And guess what? We're gonna do something about it. I hope I can play video games in heaven because that's where I'm going. I don't give a damn. When I die, guess what? It's just gonna be for the greater good. It ain't gonna be for nothing evil. Sorry. And that's how it is, man. But look though, any final thoughts?
Oh,
Anything from you guys? Both of y'all, go ahead, have your final thoughts. Whatever,
yeah,
whoever.
I'm gonna let you go first, bro, because I got a bone. I gotta say some stuff real quick.
All right, go ahead, Damien.
Mr. Black
In
Jordan.
closing, I want to say, you know, the things that unite us are intrinsic and freaking amazing. So we all need to come together. I also want to say, you know, African Continental Free Trade Agreement just went into effect. So everybody research that, see what it means for you, see the benefits that you could gain for your business if you tap into that. Also, you know, everybody hop on Continent, the app that's black, you know, that's for the people. We actually just partner with Chime to I'm sorry, not time. We actually just partnered with Stripe to bring sophisticated and advanced payment systems into the platform. So, you know, it's a one-stop shop for selling your products, selling your stuff. And it's the Black Journal, y'all. We come in cold in 21 with the facts to crack your back. I'm out, y'all. I love y'all.
You already know.
In closing, I just want to say this. I gave y'all something last week. If you didn't get it, please watch the end of episode 5. I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. We only need a few things to do what we need to do in order to come together. One, our black political party. Yes, Diddy, I'm talking to you. I need you right now. We need you right now. I need you and Ice Cube to come together, write some demands, and get this popping, because right now, this is the only thing we need in order to come together as one. Two, we need as black people to stop hating each other and start uplifting each other, start supporting each other, start doing things for each other that normally we wouldn't do. We only have each other. If you ever notice that white people, even if they don't like other white people, they don't ever go after them. They might fuss at them and argue at them, but they don't never go after them and harm them. Unless it's money or drug wise. And that's a fact. Or just disrespect wise. But that's all humans. We all humans. We all got to do the same thing. But at the same time, the third thing that I feel like we need to do is just simply do our research. Find out about the kings and the queens that we were before all of this happened, before the brainwashing, before the prison, the school, the prison pipeline happened, before them planting drugs in the hood happened, before all of the bad things that we feel like that hinder us happen. We need to take that and use them as a good thing. I'm not saying sell drugs. I'm not saying do nothing illegal. I'm saying find you a business and make something happen. Support yourself. Promote yourself. Love y'all. Remember, we can all do this as long as we stay together. But the more we're separate, the more the curse happens. God said it. We just got to break it. Only you, Malcolm.
You already know. And then, with that being said, you guys got to understand, man. It's just base your thought process off common sense and what is going on in the world. Look what's in front of you. Don't look at these other people on the news and make it seem like they have all the facts. They do their research based off of numbers. Some of these people don't even live that life that they self-proclaim they want to have facts about. You guys live in the neighborhoods that you live in. You see what's going on in your neighborhood. You see what's different when certain people or certain cultures come into your space, and you see how we're treated differently. So therefore, if we really want equality, guess what? We can't sit there and not have equality and then basically just not, really do what we have to do in this world. So therefore, with that being said, just come together, stop the bullshit. That's what it is. We outro.